In recent weeks, we've had quite a lot of information coming through about the use of legal highs, and not only its use but also the impact on a number of different people, certainly within the county, where their health has been affected.
The first few times I used them, I had a particularly bad experience. I've used a lot of other drugs, and this was by far the scariest thing that happened. At one point I thought I was having a stroke, I couldn't walk. So it was, and I did focus on the fact that it was legal. Most town centres, you've got the head shops in towns, high streets, and it's not just within town centres. I remember one time I was in a motorway services and I actually had cans of nitrous oxide next to the till in a petrol station.
There are a number of shops that we've identified in Leicester City. There was a market stall as well. The ones that we've already identified, we've worked closely with trading standards to produce some information for those in terms of kind of an education package, and we've been to see those. We've spoken to the people that run those particular businesses and made them aware of the legislation around the sale of these types of products, also alert them to the dangers as well. And it's all, at this stage, it's about educating people to reduce the risk. We have told them that we will return, and if there are still legislation sections that are being breached, we will work together and we will enforce if we need to.
When you see the packages, it's like it's aimed at kids. They look so similar to sweet wrappers, and it's like, it's the old Alco Pops argument coming in again. It's like, you're trying to get these onto younger generation because it's legal, give them a snazzy packet and a bit of a hook line for a name.
Legal high is a bit of a misnomer. They might be legal to possess, providing they contain no controlled drug, but certainly the ones that we've seen aren't legal to sell because they do not comply with regulations.
If you go to the local chemist to buy what we would call drugs, you know what you're buying, you know exactly what's in that product, it's all been tested. When you buy a so-called legal high, there's no kind of government testing of what's in there. You just don't know. You don't know what you're taking. But what we're saying is some of these do contain controlled drugs, some of them contain dangerous substances, and you need to be aware of that so that you can assess whether you take them or not. Because if you do, you might be developing a drugs habit, you might be doing yourself significant health harm.
So the majority of these packages here that you see, which are all empty, the products inside have been used, were actually seized by a uniform officer.
A lot of it is, they think they're smoking cannabis, which a lot of them don't contain any cannabinoids at all, and it's in fact closer to amphetamine than what it would be cannabis. So, I've spoke to a few people that sort of, I like to smoke it and chill out, but because it's so close to speed, it's it's not chilling them out. And I've seen some people that have already had mental health issues sort of go off a bit because that's affected their mind.